Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into Proverbs 28 today.
Right. It's a chapter just packed with these really striking contrasts in wisdom.
Yeah, and it feels surprisingly relevant, doesn't it? So our mission really is to pull out the key insights on character, leadership, wealth, see what it tells you,
Absolutely. And it hits you right away, that fundamental difference it draws.
which is
Well, verse 1 paints this picture. The wicked person flees though no one pursues. It's this image of like internal fear, constantly looking over their shoulder.
right. Like there's no actual external threat, but their own, maybe their conscience creates this constant anxiety.
Exactly. But then the righteous, on the other hand, they're as bold as a lion.
Hmm. Complete contrast. So it's suggesting boldness isn't about power, maybe, but inner confidence.
That's how it reads, yeah. Confidence from your character.
And this difference, it's not just personal, is it? The chapter says it impacts the whole of society.
Hugely. It says, when the righteous are doing well, when they triumph, there's elation, public joy. But when the wicked rise to power, men go into hiding.
Wow. So it really shows how different leaders create entirely different atmospheres. One open, one fearful.
Totally. And it connects understanding justice not just to being smart, but to seeking the Lord. The wicked don't get it, but those who seek the Lord understand it fully.
Interesting. So, like, a moral compass is key to real justice.
Seems to be the idea, yeah.
Okay, that link between character and how society functions is powerful. What about leadership specifically? What makes a country stable versus, chaotic?
Well, it points out that a rebellious country has many rulers, implying chaos, right? Everyone grabbing for power.
Division, yeah.
But stability, that comes from a man of understanding and knowledge who maintains order. So it's not just rules, it's wise leadership.
And on the flip side, Wiccan rulers, the language gets pretty intense there.
Oh, definitely. They're compared to a driving rain that leaves no crops, just destroying the poor.
Oh,
Or a roaring lion or a charging bear ruling over helpless people. It's predatory.
it says a tyrannical ruler lacks judgment. So it's an ethical failing, but maybe a practical one too.
I think so. But contrast that with the person who hates ill-gotten gain. That person, it says, will enjoy a long life. So integrity in leadership is linked to, well, lasting.
Lasting influence, maybe even just survival. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Wealth. The chapter has some counterintuitive takes here.
It really does. It flips things. Better a poor man whose walk is blameless than a rich man whose ways are perverse. Character over cash.
The true measure.
Exactly. And how you get wealth matters. Trying to get rich quick, like through exorbitant interest, might just mean you're building it up for another who will be kind to the poor.
Huh. So the greedy might gather, but it could end up helping others anyway.
That's the suggestion. And there's that warning about the stingy man who's eager to get rich, but is unaware that poverty awaits him.
So that desperate chase for wealth could actually lead to ruin. Paradoxical.
Right. And chasing fantasies instead of, actually working the land leads to poverty too. Diligence matters.
There's also that stark line. Being eager to get rich will not go unpunished. Consequences from making money the ultimate goal.
But then the twist. He who gives to the poor will lack nothing. Generosity isn't just charity. It's presented almost as a way to secure your own needs.
Well, ignoring the poor brings curses. It's like a different kind of economic principle.
Sort of the spiritual economics, maybe?
Beyond wealth and leadership, what about core principles? Law, trust, honesty.
Yeah, it connects your stance on basic morals directly to your actions. If you forsake the law, you're siding with the wicked. Keep it, and you resist them.
And that verse about turning a deaf ear to the law, making even prayers detestable, that's quite strong.
It is. It suggests a deep hypocrisy, asking for good things while rejecting the source of goodness.
Challenging stuff. And trust. Where should we place it?
Well, not in yourself, apparently.
Yeah.
He who trusts in himself is a fool, relying only on your own smarts or strength. Fundamentally unwise, insecure.
But trusting in the Lord brings safety, prosperity, a different kind of security.
Exactly. And then there's honesty, especially with yourself. He who conceals his sins does not prosper.
But confessing and renouncing them finds mercy. It's not just admitting, it's turning away.
Right. That's what opens the door to mercy, to real progress. A blameless walk is safe, but perverse ways lead to a sudden fall. Unexpectedly.
Just quickly, a couple of other points jumped out. Rebuke is better than flattery in the end.
Yeah, honest feedback wins over smooth talk eventually.
And showing partiality, even for something small like a piece of bread, is not good. Integrity erodes bit by bit.
Speaks to consistency, doesn't it?
It does. So, okay, bringing this all together, for you listening, how does this ancient stuff land today? These ideas about character, integrity, leadership, wealth, do they resonate with the choices and challenges you face?
Yeah, it really pushes you to look past the surface at the principles driving things.
So consider the definitions of success and failure, righteousness and wickedness laid out so starkly here in Proverbs 28. How does this wisdom challenge or maybe reinforce your own ideas about what a truly meaningful, prosperous life looks like?